Hey, Dr. Boyce here, and I'm hanging with two wonderful women, two beautiful ladies, Miss Crystal Boyce, Miss Amber Covington, and we have taken over. The women have taken over this Spiritual Growth on the Go. Now I'm taking over this entire show. Tell you why I'm taking over the entire show? Because today we got a real serious topic, and that topic is, y'all ready? Church hurt. Yeah, y'all felt that when I said. I'm gonna say it one more time. Don't jump through the screen. Church hurt. Y'all, what if I told you that literally there are people that you see every single day that some kind of way have been harmed, pain, gone through some type of situation dealing with church, whether directly, indirectly, maybe they have a loved one at home, a grandmama who, blessed assurance at church, and when come home, cuss you out and don't even talk to you, to where it paints this picture that Christians are not really that good. But I want to suggest this to you as I go into these ladies, is that it's really not church hurt that we're experiencing. It's people who go to church who are hurting us. And so we're going to call it church hurt, but I want to kind of get some insight from y'all. Tell me your experiences. Which one of y'all want to talk about? Just some experience that you've had with church hurt, maybe some people who stopped going to church because of someone in the church or a group of people in the church harmed them, hurt them.
Well, I can say I know I have friends. I know people who have come to church and they have experienced church hurt through people judging their attire. That's one big thing, guys, that we have to be careful about, is judging people on how they dress, how they smell, how their hair looks when they come to church. We should be looking at the heart of people instead of looking at their outer appearance. So that is one thing that I would want us to be more cautious of, Dr. Boyce and Amber, is judging people on the outside instead of looking at people on the inside.
Now, Amber, your husband is a leader in the church. You've grown up in the church. In fact, you've grown up in one of the most historical and traditional churches in our city. And you even got a son who wants to be a preacher. Your father-in-law is a pastor and preacher. So tell me, so you know a lot about church. What are your experiences with church hurt, or what have you seen or heard others go through? How do you even feel about this whole term, church hurt?
Well, I've seen individuals go through, as Crystal stated, some of the same experiences, being judged on how they look, their attire, just appearance in general. We find that a lot, especially within our age group and younger, where individuals are being judged, because the church over time has changed. I did come from one of the more conservative, very traditional Baptist churches where every Sunday you would show up in a suit and tie.
Black suit, black tie.
Right. Right. But as time went on, in my experience, I learned that going to church, you don't necessarily have to be dressed to the nines all the time. Yeah. I had the opportunity in college to be able to attend Mount Zion Church in Nashville, and that experience totally blew my mind.
Shout out to Bishop Walker.
Yeah, shout out to Bishop Joseph Walker. Because there, he was able to really touch the hearts of young people and took people as they were. Coming to church, especially college students, and we've seen that church grow over time because college students, when they graduated, they stayed with the church, but also there you were able to learn the word, and he was able to really break down the Bible to individuals. And for me, I wish that other churches would take heed to that, because a lot of young people are running away from the church because they feel that they're being judged. And this is a time, especially now, because you see a lot of us dying, we're killing each other, we're losing a lot of individuals to the street, that church should be a healing place. It should be a hospital for individuals, and we should be able to take people as they are. And I've seen a lot of people walk away from the church for really, that's like the main reason. There's reasons like that, just being judged by how they look.
But you can grow from church hurt. I want to tell you that you can definitely grow from it. My first experience, and I've already talked before about it. When I was 19 years old, a woman told me I could not be a pastor because I haven't gone through enough. She said, "You can't talk about no marriage to me. You can't talk about no money, nothing. You are a baby. There's no way you can pastor me." Yeah. And that, honestly, that did harm me because God called me to the ministry and all this. So I prayed the craziest prayer in the world, and don't you do it. But this is how I knew how much power God was giving me through the tongue, through the action of prayer, through the discipline of prayer. I said, "Lord, take me through some stuff so I can preach to this woman." And God ain't stopped taking me through nothing yet. I don't even know if the woman's still alive or not. Yeah. So I have to tell you this: anything I preach about, I've gone through it, or I know somebody's gone through it. But the point I'm making is, you can grow through it, and I want you to grow through the hurt that people cause in the church. And then when you do grow through it, come back and tell that ministry, right? Yes. Like come back and make it a ministry. Once you know how it feels to be judged, talked about, your business out there, your name and stuff out there, right. Come back and share the testimony that literally God can change people, God can heal people. So let's remember that. Anybody want to share anything about
that? I know we've talked about this before, church hurt, and I want to encourage our age group to not run away, Dr. Boyce. We always say the church has hurt us, and you said this before, it's not the actual church that hurt us, it's the people in the church. So if we know it's the people in the church, and sometimes the enemy can use the people in the church to, or use people, because we're all individuals. Don't run from it. Let's have a conversation about it. I think we're lacking that, having a conversation. So let's stop running and let's just serve.
And I agree with that. We shouldn't run from the church.
Yeah.
Even as young people, we have to learn to forgive.
That's good.
Say the F word one more time.
Forgive.
I like that.
And forgiveness should be in our heart, because we have to realize people are not perfect.
Yes.
And sometimes, even as far as the hurt, sometimes people don't even realize they offended us.
Yeah. That's good.
So we do have to be able to forgive individuals, because sometimes they don't know what they do.
Wow. That's good.
Y'all, we out of time. Certainly not out of message. So do me a favor, tune in. Catch our previous shows, Spiritual Growth on the Go, The Takeover, Women's Edition / Pastor Boyce Edition / we're going to give it back to Asa ASAP. Hey, man, he's been doing such a good job.
Yeah.
But and make sure you tune in to all of our Bible studies shameless plug, every Wednesday, noon, 6:30. Also Sunday, 8 a.m., 10:15 a.m. And guys, here's the last thing. We are back in worship in person. So listen, you get Spiritual Growth on the Go, but make sure you show up to church in person. Amen. God bless you all. Peace.